Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. After Peter Obi informed Nigerians of the way forward, a very strong and reputable Igbo organization has stepped up to send a message to Peter Obi, to Atiku Abubakar, and also to Bola Tinubu. And guess who have the toughest of them all? It's actually Atiku Abubakar. And I'd like you to Ohaneze Igbo, the Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization, is taking this opportunity to address misconceptions surrounding the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. It is important to set the record straight and clarify that Mr. Peter Obi did not contest the 2023 presidential election as an Igbo man or on Igbo platform, but as a Nigerian with a vision for a new Nigeria. Contrary to the expectation of many, Mr. Peter Obi has shown exceptional statesmanship by accepting the Supreme Court judgment against his appeal on the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal verdict. This decision, which declared President Tinubu as the rightful winner of the 2023 presidential election, has endeared him not only to Nigerians but even to the ruling All Progressive Congress APC party. Mr. Peter Obi's acceptance of the Supreme Court judgment is a subtle but powerful demonstration of his commitment to the unity and progress of Nigeria. It is a resounding congratulation to President Tinubu and a testament to Mr. Peter Obi's unwavering belief in the democratic process. By accepting the verdict, he has set a precedent and restrain his supporters from being tagged as anarchists or troublemakers. Looking ahead to 2027, it is evident that the opposition party face a formidable challenge if President Tinubu declares his interest in seeking re-election as a sitting president. It will be an uphill battle for parties such as the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Labour Party, and New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) to win unless they unite and form a strong political alliance. At this juncture, it is essential for Atiku Abubakar to gracefully retire from active politics and assume the role of a statesman, throwing his support behind leaders like Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, who represent the new faces of the opposition. Such realignment and alliance will significantly boost the opposition political future in 2027. However, if this realignment does not happen, President Tinubu is likely to consolidate his position and strengthen his hold on power in the upcoming elections. We must address the concern of Nigerians who have lost hope and faith in the electoral process. Ohaneze Igbo calls upon the National Assembly to take immediate action and initiate a reformation of the electoral umpire (INEC). The legislature should prioritize the amendment of electoral laws, introducing stiff penalties for corrupt INEC officials and electoral criminals. It is imperative to restore the faith of Nigeria in the electoral process, ensuring transparency, fairness, and accountability. Ohaneze Igbo urge all Nigerians to come together, irrespective of tribe or political affiliation, and demand a reformation of INEC through our elected representative. Let us work together, or let us work towards a Nigeria where every citizen can trust in the democratic process and have confidence in the fairness of our election. Mazi Okechukwu Zuzor, Secretary General, Ohaneze Igbo. This is quite interesting, I must say. And most people still are. I think what Ohaneze Igbo has been able to do is to answer certain questions that have remained unanswered, and even though answered, but this time around from a particular body that is not political. You understand? Most people still look at Peter Obi, number one, as an Igbo president, number two, as an IPOP president. It's as bad as that. I'm saying this because I've been reading a lot of comments on the social media, and you come to terms with certain things which are totally not true and not fair. But I think what Ohanes Ndigbo is trying to buttress, number one for me, was to let Nigerians understand that Peter Obi has no intention of making just the Southeast, the kind of Southeast that the Southeasterners want. But he's talking about Nigeria, a new Nigeria, a Nigeria that will truly rekindle hope, is what Peter Obi was representing. And he wasn't going on the platform or as an Igbo president, but as a Nigerian president who is a certified, citizen. And that is the first thing that people must realize. Secondly, the issue of alliance is very, very important. I know so well that if you have been following the political terrain, you will, you will accept what I'm going to say right now. Imagine if Kwankwaso accepted to liaise with the Labour Party, what would have happened? At least I'm so sure that Kano State would have given it to Kwankwaso. And imagine getting the entire vote of Kano State to Peter Obi and some other northern states to Peter Obi. What would have happened? Imagine if that alliance was there. I love this guy. He's a great guy, but I know he didn't have enough followership from the north. Talking about Yusuf Baba Ahmed. He's a great guy. He has a lot of influence, especially in the area of education and all of that. But then he didn't have that level of political support from the north as expected. I think he lost in his polling unit or so. That was to show that he is not really a political player. But someone like Kwankwaso, already we know that he has a team of people, who are so much in support of him. So the alignment or the alliance would have produced the required change we needed in Nigeria. But unfortunately, that issue of a homie to go and second an Igbo person, blah, 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 all of that made what we are seeing today happen. So I think what Ohanes Ndigbo is trying to establish here is that put aside all this tribal sentiment and all of that. Put it aside. Let us work together, and so that we can get the kind of Nigeria that will be better for all of us. And then a message for this guy. What's his name? Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party. I know the likes of Wike will really be in support of what Ohanes Ndigbo is saying in respect to Atiku Abubakar's retirement. Atiku Abubakar is of age, and if you trace back to when he started contesting for president, it's really far back. I think it's far back. Some people are talking about from 1999 that he had a plan of going. Some say even from 1993 and all of that. But as a noun, if you look at his age, you know that age is really not on his side. Though he still looks very strong, but age is not on his side. But I feel that what he should do is to enter into the office of a kingmaker, a true statesman, and support the likes of Peter Obi and Kwankwaso or any other person, so that they can at least secure a win which will bring about the desirable change that Nigerians have been asking for. Without this, we will keep watching with our eyes open. APC still holding the baton of leadership in Nigeria. How did they change? How did they hijack the power from PDP? It was because of alliance. AC came in. CNPP, all of them, they came in. Other political party, ANPP, they came in. Even Bola Tinubu's party was a part of it. They came together, and by the time they unified their force, they were able to change the narrative. And I feel this is, for me, this is a good advice for the Nigerian politicians who really want to see a change in leadership. And the time to start enacting this advice is now. That's where we'd like to leave it. Let's meet in our comment section and talk more on this candid advice that is sent out to the likes of people.